This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we have Benzino. His hatred for Eminem, his blind hatred for Eminem since what was this, since '01 or something, or maybe earlier than that. He hates Eminem. He went so far, and you might not know, some of you might not know that Benzino was a part owner in The Source with Dave Mace. Source was a big magazine, very influential in hip-hop. And this is a man that also rapped and gave himself 5 mics on the most trash album put out, right? But he didn't give Eminem 5 mics. He admits he held back on it because of his hatred for Eminem. You shouldn't be running a media magazine at that point for the whole community. It should just be for you. And that's fine. If it's just for you, it's for you. Like, they had magazines like that too, but like The Source was too influential at that time to not like. You could hate on him in the magazine, but not on the rating of his album. Because Benzino wasn't rating the albums; it was somebody else. He just made sure that it didn't get, because 5 mics back then. that could affect your first week sales. It could really help a lot because people trusted it. But once you start doing stuff like that, the trust is gone. I don't know. Benzino's a different kind of guy, bro. I guess Diddy's readying his R&B album. I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm seeing this has been out there now this week, and we've kind of seen it happening over the course of a year or two. It's funny how we're at 50 years of hip hop, right? But now labels are pulling back from hip hop this very year because people have destroyed hip hop. Labels have helped destroy hip hop. It's not organic anymore. It's very forced. You get artists like Ice Spice being forced. And these aren't like creative. You don't, every once in a while, you'll get a Nicki, you'll get a Drake, you'll get a 50 Cent, you'll get a Jay-Z, a Nas, a J. Cole, Kendrick. Those are like anomalies. And then you'll have your other artists, your YGs, your Nipseys, you'll have like authentic artists, and then you'll have forced artists, and then you'll have artists that are just hustling, like these different genres, like drill, some of that's based on just like killing and gang activity. Then you got trash out here. I'm not NBA Youngboy, I can't understand him. He has a lot of fans too, but it's like there's different genres for that stuff. It's just it's very watered down, as Birdman would say. But the thing I'll disagree with Birdman on is NBA Youngboy is not the savior of hip hop, but he does cater to a certain audience, and he's necessary for a subgenre. I don't know, man. They're going into like Afrobeat music more, and stuff like that. It's just Diddy will probably. I mean, he had fake number ones. Act bad, act bad. Nobody's playing that. I've heard that in the car and playing in anybody's car. That isn't playing. It's forced. They're gaming the numbers. Drake's gonna come through and save the year probably by dropping this album this week. His son drew the album artwork. He's at a different space in his career, but he's going to have a number one. And I think that'll be the first rap number one of this year. We'll see. We'll see what happens this week. But I think that, and he's probably going to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this week goes with Drake. Cardi B is taking more bloggers. Well, this is more of a prank. Somebody was pranking Offset and Cardi, trying to start a cheating rumor. Now, what's crazy about this is that we know that there was that incident years ago. I think it was like 5 years ago at this point, where Cardi B and Offset were going through it. Offset allegedly cheated with these stripper girls. Cardi B went in there. She's actually, she's done her community service for that, But I guess some guy like tried to fake Offset's arm tattoos and everything. So she's sending a letter to these people. Let's see if I can bring that up. Here it is right here. Let's hear her talk about this.
I wonder how Mr. Benny Wayne Walker Jr. is going to feel when, like, I'll say about a month or less, he receives a letter to his workplace and to his home because his son Ashton decided, which he's a graphic designer, to put tattoos on somebody else's body claiming that is my husband. Which, by the way, babe, if you wanted it to make it more convinced that was my husband, you should make sure that you put the blonde dreads in the bottom, since the dreads that it was in your picture were black. And also, my husband is not that skinny. So yeah. So you guys are gonna receive a letter from his lawyer because all these little games that you guys want to play online is gonna be over with. So yeah, make sure you have fun explaining that to your father, babes, because you're gonna be getting sued, and we're gonna make an example out of you. Yeah, and that was a terrible AI voice, by the way. So yeah.
Now, I have to say, this is she had Tasha K went way too far. We know that Cardi B had. I understand why she did that with Tasha K. I mean, you were Cardi B just had kids, and you're talking about her having things that she doesn't have. It was just going too far. You were creating news at that point. I think it's going too far to become a troll and try to fake like Offset's cheating on his wife. You could cause a lot of problems. But they're also playing with their own relationship where, he's saying, oh, you're smashing all those dudes. And then she goes on live and talks about it. And then they drop a song called Jealousy. I mean, you're playing. When you open this Pandora's box, Cardi B could be getting more suits. Like once you teach people to do something, like, oh, yeah, just go in. I mean, we're already of a country that does too much court activity, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know, man. She's entitled to do whatever she wants, but you're opening I know she already goes to court over a lot of stuff, but you're opening a bigger gaping hole. There's some people make a career off of just going to court. Just they feel offended by something and they go to court. This is why it's better to just say to yourself, and if you're out here doing news, be only report on things that are like actually news. Don't create issues for yourself like Tasha K was doing and everything. Anyways, then we got Boosie. I don't know if you guys watch Boosie. Like, I don't know if I watched him for years. I've always been on YouTube, ever since it started, so like I love YouTube, but I don't watch everything, but I did watch Boosie for a while because Boosie was interesting because it was like, geez, this kid's just like killing it, and he was. You've seen Boosie make millions, lose millions, make millions, lose millions, Now he's on streaming. And he's having breakdowns. And now, if you know Boosie, he's very entertaining with these breakdowns he has. So I guess there was this. First, he's like begging Andrew Tate to like mentor him. That's fine. But then he's in the car talking to, I guess, his new Miami girlfriend, and he feels like he's being set up. Listen to this call.
Text my security and share your location because these guys, I think I don't know what they're doing. They might drop me off in Colombia right now. They're literally sitting in a parking lot saying we can't find our house. I didn't realize how sketchy this was till right now.
What are you talking about?
They can't find you. They can't find you. Can you text them, please?
Wait, what is their number?
I fucking gave it to them. They've been texting you.
What? First of all, Boosie, you don't have security. And he's on something. He's tripping. I don't know what he's on, sativa or hookah. Maybe I don't know what he's on. He's tripping. Man, Fousey, man. I like Fousey, but geez, he never fails with the breakdowns. Anyways, I appreciate you all. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I hope your day is going well. Peace.